Hello, welcome back to the Bucky Dan channel. Today I want to talk about Africans going to the Gulf states. You know, the Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and these places, Bahrain. These places are not good for Africans. And I would advise my African brothers and sisters to stay away from these nations, these countries. These places exploit Africans. A lot of immigrant workers going there get exploited. We need to stay away from there too. Even Lebanon and Western Asia do the same things. Evil things to migrant workers. And I would like you to stay away from there. Anyhow, moving on. The first time anytime these workers go to these Gulf states, the first thing they do is to confiscate their passports. They take their passports away. So now you're trapped. You're beholden to your slave master, because that's just what it is. Because just remember, when you are at these agencies in Africa, they promise you heaven and earth, a bed of roses. They promise you all these good wages and stuff, good jobs. But history don't lie. History has been well documented of the mistreatment of Africans in these Gulf states. So you have to be careful when you're going there. And I would advise you not to go there. And when you get trapped there, you understand? Many African nations don't help. Their consulates and diplomats is non-existent. You're on your own. Plus, there's a chance that you get kidnapped and they extort your family for large sums of money back home in Africa. And it's not good. And the Gulf states as well turn a blind eye to it. It doesn't matter what happened. They turn a blind eye and they don't investigate, because that's part of their culture, part of their history as well. If you're going there, you're just playing with your life and your well-being. I think it's better off staying in Africa and trying to make the best of life, because you're taking a big gamble going there looking for a better life, because it's not really what it seems. It's a facade. It's a myth. These people lie to you, lock you into a contract, pay your flight, but when you get there, you have to pay back that money plus interest. So your wages sometimes be going to the agencies and you just get pocket money. You can't send home nothing for your family. Sometimes 3 and 4 years pass and they say you still owe them money. And your employer have your passport, so you're basically trapped. So it's not a good life there. Very few people go there and come back happy. And when you trap there as well too, you like a slave. They promise you good paying jobs, and then it's just low paying domestic workers job you are getting. And you're working 15 hours a day, hardly any food, physical and verbal abuse from your employer. So it's not a bed of roses. And many migrant workers that decided to run off, get trapped without their passports and stuff, they're heavily dependent on charities, because they don't have accommodations, they don't have money, they don't have the passport, and they're basically stuck. And most of them end up in prison most of the time in Saudi Arabia and these places, Bahrain. And the thing is, to my African brothers and sisters, Africa is corrupt. I know it's hard to get by sometimes, but I think it's better off staying and trying to make something happen in Africa. If you want to basically commit suicide, you can take a chance. But my advice is don't take that chance. You can probably end up in slavery. And many of these foreign employers, these employers as well, they rape the women, they rape the domestic workers, the women, sexually abuse them. Sometimes they beat them really bad. Always accusing them of stealing food or doing something, or not working or cleaning properly. And that is not the kind of life they promise when you're at the agency, but mostly that's the kind of life you get. And I think you're better off staying in your home country. And the politicians as well, they don't have a voice. The African politicians, the African Union as well can do a lot, but they are corrupt. They don't care about the people of Africa. All of these African politicians is a disgrace. Very, very, very few will voice their opinion. And those that can voice opinion doesn't really have a platform to work with. They're at the bottom. A lot of domestic workers as well, when they go there and get trapped, they end up being mentally depressed and end up committing suicide and stuff like that. I think you're worth a lot more than that. And sometimes too, a lot of these domestic workers, they rape the women as well, and the women get pregnant. They kick them out on the streets with the child. They don't want to see them anymore, because most of these people have their wives and family as well, and it brings shame onto the family. There's a lot of, just don't take my word for it. Go and do your research. There's a lot of videos online on the internet, on YouTube, that you can just go and do your research and check for yourself. Even the workers in Qatar that are going to build the World Cup stadiums, these beautiful stadiums you can see on TV, all of that is slave labor. A lot of people from India and Bangladesh and these places is being exploited as well. Remember, don't let these people promise you heaven and earth, and try to stay out of these Gulf states. We as Africans, I'm not African, but I'm African in my heart. I'm African in my heart. You are my brothers and sisters. I wasn't born there, but that's my adopted land. Because when I've been to Africa, I get more love than I get anywhere I travel in this world. The African people is some of the best people I ever meet in my life. The best people I ever meet in my life. I was surprised. And there's a lot of propaganda going on about Africa. And what you do see in the media about Africa isn't true. There's a lot of propaganda. Africa feed this whole complete planet. Without Africa, natural resources and labor, these rich nations is nothing. They have nothing. I sit in here in Sweden and they have nothing. But they exploit these poor nations to be what they are today. And I can just, this is a warning to my brothers and sisters in Africa. Please don't take the chance going to these Gulf states. You're better off trying to find a life or make a life back at home. And I can end this here now. And please, I see a video today. That's why I'm making this video. I was going to do another video, but I had to change my plans and just decided to make this video, because my heart is hurting right now to see what's going on with my brothers and sisters in the Gulf states. There's a lot of people in Lebanon get trapped under COVID-19 as well. A lot of Africans get caught there. The economy crashed there in Lebanon, and a lot of workers there just depending on charity to survive. Anyhow, to my brothers and sisters in Africa, one love. And take care and be safe. And don't trust these people and these agencies promising you that the grass is greener on the other side. It is not always that way. Most likely you can be exploited. And to avoid that, avoid going there. Don't take the chance. Take care and stay blessed. Love. Out.